EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas. Ready, three's the money ending. Check 53. Yeah. Watch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. This ours. It's a 6. Bullet. Hot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 4. Check 4. Hot 7. Hot 7.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D.
Again, Jackson. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Echo. Championships, baby.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
What is that? 50, 55. Hey, eat. Quit talking about it and bring it. Big edge. 30. Alert. Switch it. Switch it.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They're not ready for this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shift. Under 10. 10. SOS.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Let's set a tone. Whip. Watch the whip. 26. Check 3. Check 34. Check 13.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Dances by him, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Yes. Watch 2 points down. He's coming.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Watch the run. They're running it. 31. Joker.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
23. 22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber. Check. Hayward. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to wind. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
3, 60 out low. Check. 53's Mike.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, but it'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jackson now on second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On first down, Dobbins. Oh, he shifts past him. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On second down, Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Watch the run. My 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Scarborough.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. James has it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch 24. Twist.
From the red zone now, Watson. James has got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Mike's 42.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the edge. Check. Crunch. Check 24. Shift. Check 31. Check 9.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Bang, 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 bang. 31. Kill.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
24's down, he's coming. Chef, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Oh, you got deep? Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Out of the gun, Watson rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Go, 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 run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 3. Check your hot read. You go tight. You got 9. You got tight right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right there in the middle, 55. You ain't got nothing. 49. Alert. 49, check 49.
From the gun on third, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Watson. Steps away. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They run with Breida, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Set. 50, 19. Check. 55 to Mike. 54. Screen. Watch the line.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's scared.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch 55. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Jam him. Jam him. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Slam. Hey, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. 19. 59. Good. Watch the twist. Go. Mike 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be
From the
afraid
gun,
of me.
Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Now it's Jackson.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Campbell making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And now, touchdown, Bengals.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Check 50. Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Undercrush.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing now is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.